Man, I gotta remember I gotta come up with a plan before I start doing these things, because I have no idea what I was gonna say. I am here in New Mexico training for some ultramarathons, grad school at the same time, so busy these days. The racing schedule is interesting. I like to do kind of desert races in the wintertime, mostly because that's what's accessible to train on here. Is the desert terrain is usually always dry. In the summertime, I like to focus on more mountainous races. Gives me an excuse to get into the high mountains and do the big mountainous long runs, which is what I really enjoy. So with that in mind, the schedule is I've got a 50K in about a month. It's a desert race with about 2,500 feet of climbing, so it's pretty runnable, pretty rocky. The stuff that we've got here is gonna be good for that kind of training. After that, my plan is to do a very mountainous 50-miler called the Jemez Mountain Trails at the end of May. And then the last thing that I plan to do in August is the Angeles Crest 100. I signed up for that back in 2020, I think. Got canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic. Got canceled in 2021 due to a wildfire that had happened like 18 months before. Couldn't get permits for it. Debated pulling my name out just out of frustration with the fact that that race was just never happening. But yeah, I think we're going to go for it. It's a big mountainous race. I've talked to people. It sounds incredibly hard. One other training update, kind of interestingly, is I've started to coach myself, so to speak. I've never had a coach, but I've always kind of tried to live by the Courtney Dauwalter no plan thing. And I've just decided that that doesn't work for me. I'm too much of a routine-oriented person. If I have no plan and do whatever I want on the day of, I'll end up doing 90 minutes medium to easy every single day, except for one long run on the weekends. So I've written out a training plan. I've been doing speed work. A few days ago, I did some mile repeats. I did 5 by a mile at an average of about 6:20 pace, something like that, with half-mile jog in between. I'm not very fast, but that's why you do these things. So today, I'm going to do a long run. I'm going to get out on a trail around here called the Blue Canyon and Black Canyon Trail. I need to do about 16 miles. Today's going to be mostly easy. I don't have anything added into this run, like any long spurts or anything like that. But 50K coming up in a month. Let's get going. Well, I was really hoping it would not be windy, and plainly my wish has not come true. It is very windy, and it's going to be very cold. 27 degrees. Hopefully it'll warm up soon. So the weather actually feels quite nice right now, but I know from experience that it's literally because I've got 7 miles an hour of wind at my back, so it feels like no wind, and I'm gonna get double the wind in my face on the way back. I've been trying to minimize stops on my runs lately, but stopped to eat a gel and tightened my shoelaces a little bit. We're on kind of a technical and slow part of the trail, turning around in about a mile. But look at these views. Totally awesome out here. All right, you keep going. All right, about to turn around. Just saw a group of backpackers go up a random hill, and I don't know where they went. I'm kind of curious. Followed them for a little bit, but decided not to follow them for too long. Anyway, almost 8 miles. thought I'd film this cow. And there's a little golden retriever sized cow over there. Cute. Okay, I am 4.5 out, back on this plateau kind of thing. It is as windy as I expected, but thankfully I gave it a couple hours to warm up, so it's not too cold. Keep going. Oh, done. About 16 miles, about a 10-minute pace, a little bit under, I think, in total. It is windy out there. I can only complain about the wind so much, but pretty unpleasant coming back.